In today's video, we'll be making pasta bolognese loaded with flavor and completely from scratch. I hope you enjoyed this quick, simple, and easy recipe. For a homemade pasta, let's start by getting flour and making a small well in the middle. We're gonna add 3 large room temperature eggs, and we'll be using a fork to mix the ingredients. We will make sure to slowly incorporate the flour, and when the dough is sticking to the fork, we're adding olive oil and optionally some achote oil, which gives the pasta a beautiful orange color. We will knead the dough for about 10 minutes, or when the dough springs back up when you poke it, and we will cover it with plastic wrap for 30 minutes. When it's ready, we'll cover it with a little more flour, and we will cut the dough into 2 parts to make it easy to work with. We will be rolling the dough until you can slightly see your hand through it, and we will fold it a couple times to make it easy to cut. We cut off both ends, and we cut our pasta into the desired thickness, which I'll be going with pappardelle. We fill half a pot with water. We add salt and we make sure to stir it around, and we add a nice drizzle of olive oil. When our water is boiling, we add in our pasta. And now for our delicious bolognese sauce, we will be dicing 1 large washed onion, and we're gonna season 1 pound of ground meat with ground pepper, some salt, and some ground cumin. We make sure to give it a good mix, and in the pan, in goes a generous amount of olive oil, and optionally some achote oil since it gives the bolognese sauce a nice vibrant red color. Now we're gonna brown our ground meat for about 10 minutes. Once it's done, we set aside. In the same pan with the leftover oil, we add in a little bit more of olive oil and our diced onions in along with 1.5 tablespoons of garlic paste. Now we are cutting 4 tomatoes into wedges and we're removing the seeds. We're chopping up 2 peeled carrots into pieces, and we're also dicing up some red bell pepper. To our sauce, we're adding basil leaves, parsley flakes, and oregano leaves. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of each. Now we are removing our sauce from the pan, and we're gonna add half a cup of pasta water from earlier. Now we blend until creamy and smooth. Now we add our sauce back to our pan, and we finally add in our ground meat. A nice little trick is to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. We're gonna get 5 leaves of basil, which I have some growing in my backyard. We are chopping them up into strips and we're throwing that to our sauce. We are also adding 1 shredded carrot. And finally 1 bay leaf. Our last step is to add our pasta, and we're gonna make sure to give it a good mix. And that's it, now let's serve. And now we've all been waiting for this moment. Let's give it a try. Mamma mia, che delizia! This is absolutely amazing. This recipe is a must try. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a like since it helps out a lot and it's completely free. Stay tuned for more delicious recipes.